welcome back to my second real topic video. Apologies for not doing this sooner, honestly, just it hasn't felt right. Actually, it's been uncomfortable about doing stuff like this because it puts yourself out there really, and I guess that like makes me a little bit nervous, but at the same time it has to be done because that's when growth happens, right? And it's not for me, well it is for me because talking about this stuff helps me to process what my year is like. You know, there's been a lot that's happened in these past, what, are we on the 10th month? In the 10th month? In October, I think it's 10th? Yeah, in the 10th month. So I've been here for 10 months now, which is, there's just been a lot that's happened during that time, and there has been like a lot of emotions and a lot of growth and just everything. So it's nice to be able to do these and to be able to just feel good. Here, I dyed my hair blue. It's almost like a quarter life crisis, but I'm not really at that stage yet. I've got 2 more years till I'm 25 and then I can say it's a quarter life crisis. But no, I'm just looking at, like, you know, expressing yourself in a good way, and it's fun to change things. Hello. Isn't it, Hazel? Yeah. It's like when you go to the barber and they like snip you down, you know, change you up a little bit, make you into a bit more of a new woman. But I decided that the topic of this video for today is gonna be Rematch, because it's just something that's like, I'm like extremely passionate about Rematch. Because I just feel like if you're not, like, society is changing. Like, there's just so much going on right now. Hazel falls down. There's so much going on right now, and it's so important for you to honor the fact that, like, it's okay if your family, oh my god, my dog's breath stinks. It smells. I'm sorry, darling, you need to brush your teeth. I'm sorry. But real serious, this is a real serious topic, like, honestly. And when I first became an au pair, Rematch wasn't common. Like, for me, I lived in New Hampshire. Yes, I was a little bit like, you know, out of the loop anyways. There wasn't as much going on there because it's a smaller place. But like, the people that I was personally in contact with, other au pairs, like, I think you have 2 people in my whole 12 months that went into Rematch, right? There wasn't Facebook groups for Rematches, like nothing. Now when I'm thinking about the people that I came across with, and I look at it, I came across with 10 girls, right? And out of those 10 girls, myself, maybe there was only 2 of us. Wow, that's surprising. It's not common, but there was 10. So, well, 2 out of 10 that went into Rematch. And I beat myself up about the fact that I wanted to go into Rematch when I was living in New York. I really did, because I thought it was a sign of weakness. If you want to go into Rematch, it's not a sign of weakness. I actually applaud you, because you're recognizing that something isn't right? Something isn't in alignment, something isn't working. That is the first step to make change, right? Recognizing that something isn't how it needs to be for you. Honoring that in yourself. That means you're respecting yourself, right? Truly. Exact same is, if you do something and the families aren't happy about it and they want you to go into Rematch, they're honoring their family and saying, hey, you know what? We really, like, our beliefs and our values are this. This is so important to us and it's crucial. And kudos to them feeling that way. It's not always ideal for the au pair. It's not always what they want. But I can guarantee you, people that go into Rematch often find their ideal families out of it. And it's sometimes, when I look back, I look back on my Rematch, and like almost every day I am just absolutely grateful for my host family for putting me into Rematch. Really, I am. Because they recognized in like my hardest periods of time being an au pair, they recognized that I couldn't be of service to them anymore. And they recognized that that wasn't fair for me to be showing up every day working for them if I wasn't 110%. And we'd tried a lot of things. We were talking, there was a lot, right? And it still wasn't making the change that needed to happen. But Rematch did. Rematch changed my whole entire year. It's changed my experience. And so I'm so abundantly grateful for it, and I just know the impact that this can have when it's done right. And when people do Rematch from an authentic place because they understand and they work out what isn't in alignment for them. So when you're thinking about going to Rematch, please, please, please write out why. Why? Like at the core of you, why do you need to go into Rematch? What isn't working for you? What isn't in alignment? If you're working for a family, like I had 2 beautiful boys. They were beautiful, you know, but they weren't in alignment with me, who I was. I am probably more of a girly girl, like in the sense that I love dancing, I love singing, I love arts and craft. That's me to a core. Not doing it every day was neglecting my soul and what it wanted, right? So I had to make sure that in my next family, that was something that was like crucial to them. Hence why I ended up with 2 girls, because they're obsessed with art and craft. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I quite often put up different art and craft things that I do with my host girls on Snapchat or so forth. But that is something that's so important for me. So having those 2 boys, I enjoyed playing. I enjoyed playing soccer and wiffle ball and hockey with them, but like every single day it got to the point where it was draining, right? Because it wasn't something that really lit me up. Like some people, it's maybe the fact that their host family don't eat dinner all together. I know of au pairs that's been the case for them, and that is such a crucial part of their life. They've come from a family structure where every single night they sit down at the dinner table and they eat dinner together. That is that meal that they get to share, and that's totally fine. You need to honor that that's something that's so important to you, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that at all. When you really get brutally honest with yourself, what do you need? What are you missing? Where are your beliefs and values lying, right? Get clear on that. Once you get clear on that, work out, can we change this? If I change this with the family, so for example, my kids are always fighting. Kids are kids, they always do fight, generally. What can I do to change that situation? Because I don't like the fact that there's disharmony maybe between the kids. Like that doesn't work well for me, okay? So you've tried a couple of things, it's not working. Have you tried talking to the parents? Have you tried talking to your LCC? Have you talked to other au pairs? How do they manage it? Have these conversations. Okay, if I have these conversations and there's now harmony in the house between the kids, there's less fighting because maybe they lose technology when they fight, there may be some consequence to it. They might have to do more chores, I don't know. Will that make me happy? Will that make me feel like I can continue on? Yes, no. No, actually, because I need to feel like I have more space. Okay, look at that. Is that something that can be changed? Yes, no. Look at your list, and if it's wickedly long, like really long, and there's like, can't change it, 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 then I think you know your answer. But your final step is to check in with you. Really check in with you. While you're writing these things down, check out how you feel. Write down or say to one person, like I said to my mum, actually I said to the group of girls that I came across with, because we have a constant group message feed, I said I'm going to Rematch. That decision that day when I said that in that group, and I messaged my family and I said I'm going into Rematch, I can't do this anymore, I'm not me, and this isn't what I came here for, and I don't want to go home, but I need to go into Rematch. And I said it, and I really meant it. I meant it with everything. I had nothing else left to give, and I knew in that decision, and I was so dead strong on it, and I made it. And I literally that whole afternoon had the best afternoon my whole entire life, because it felt so right in here. It was like a weight that had been pushing me down for months. The head games mind games I'd been playing, going back and forth, should I go into rematch, like all of this chatter, internal dialogue that was going on, me questioning myself, was I doing things right, it all disappeared, and the weight just got lifted off my shoulders, right? And I felt so good at that moment. And then I had the weekend and I hung out with my friends, and I said, I can't leave my friends, and so I decided not to go into rematch. And then it kept on going, and it kept on going, and it kept on going. It finally got to the point where it exploded, and I had continued to talk to my host family this whole entire time, so everyone knew that I wasn't doing well. Everyone knew that I was struggling hard. But the key thing is that my host mom in particular, she knew what was going on in here. They didn't know the full extent that I wanted to go into rematch. They didn't know that, but they knew that I wasn't happy. Well, my host dad knew I wasn't happy. And then when I finally had that conversation with my host dad, he said, it's really hard for me to hear that you haven't been happy. And like, they've had au pairs long enough that they understand, and they are incredible, beautiful people, you know, they just weren't the right family for me, but they knew that this au pairing program, the au pair has to be happy. They knew that that is a fundamental thing of life, that you need to be happy to be good at your job. You have to be happy. Because you have to be able to bring passion to it. And far out, we're working with kids. If you can't feel that happiness, you can't feel that passion, that excitement, and I'm not saying you have to feel it all the time, but you have to be able to feel it, right? Because otherwise, what are you doing being an au pair? You know? If you were thinking about going into rematch, please check in with yourself. Do what I said, write a list, see what you can do, what can you change, what can't you change, and go from there. And know that it's not wrong. Everyone's different. Everyone has to be in their alignment. And if you're not in your alignment, you're not in your alignment, because you deserve to have an amazing year. An amazing year doesn't mean getting up every single day and being excited for the day. It doesn't. Like, honestly, so many au pairs wake up in the morning and they're like, oh my God, I gotta work. How I would love to just have a sleep in, you know? But that's not it. The job is the job that we get up, we do what we need to do, we try and bring a smile to a child's face, we try and help the parents out. And in the meantime, we try and learn and grow and become who we're meant to be. Because it's during those really hard moments, like when you're deciding if you want to go into rematch, that you learn so much about yourself and that transition period and everything. If anyone is going through rematch, if anyone's thinking about going through rematch, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. I get how emotionally and physically taxing it can be to, one, get yourself to the stage to recognize that you need to go into rematch and understand that it's okay to go into rematch, and two, to go through it and look for families and everything like that. And I just want to be there for anyone who needs that support. Sometimes the agencies that we work with can't always be there, but if you need it, please reach out to me, because like I said, I just want to be of help and be of service in any particular way, shape or form I can. But yeah, that's it. Whew, what a heavy topic. Rematch. Just like shake it out. Really do. And I'm shaking my cards out to the side. But I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, listening to this video, however you have got this information. I feel like obviously it's perfect for you. But yeah, just know that rematch is totally cool. It really is. It may turn out to be the best thing you've ever done. You know, I know of people who have gone into rematch after like 3 to 5 months, and then they've found an amazing family, and they've extended for another like 12 months on their year, and they've just had the most amazing experience.